Hi, I'm Brian James. Thanks so much for joining me. Today I'm going to share a practice that is based on the root practice that I've covered in other videos. If you're not familiar with that practice or with the principles of Vinyasa, I recommend that you go back and take a look at that. You can search for root practice and you should find that. So for everyone else, or if you're just willing to dive in, let's get started. Okay, come to the top of your mat. Set your feet up about hips distance and parallel. Bring a hand to your lower belly, just below your navel, and a hand to your upper chest. Bring your chin in a little so the back of your neck is nice and long. Start to tune into your breathing. If you can, make a sound at your throat as you breathe in and out of your nose. You want to establish a nice steady breath rhythm. Not too long, not too short. And as you inhale, try to breathe into your chest, filling it up. As you exhale, gently firm your lower belly. So every movement that we do in this practice is going to follow that breath rhythm. The breath starts the movement, and the breath is there at the end of the movement. Okay, first movement, arms at your side. Take a moment, find your center. On your inhale, bring your arms up at the same time. See if you can lift your heels off the floor. Press through the big toe mounds and turn your palms to the sky with your fingers interlaced. As you exhale, lower your arms, lower your heels at the same time. And we're going to repeat every movement 4 times and then stay 4 breaths. Inhale, arms up, heels lift. And exhale, arms down, heels down. 2 more times. Let the breath initiate the movement. Okay, now try to stay 4 breaths. On your next exhale, release. Come back to standing. Take a resting breath. Okay, next movement is a forward bend. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale from your low belly, diving forward. Bend your knees so you can touch the ground easily. Inhale, come all the way up. Maybe exploring a gentle back arch here. Exhale down. Two more times. Okay, now we're going to stay in the forward bend for 4 breaths. When you stay in a pose, try to just maintain that nice steady breath rhythm. If it's helpful, count to 4 as you inhale and 4 as you exhale. Allow for the natural pauses in the breath. On your next inhale, press through your feet, come all the way up, arms up above. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Take a moment, tuning in, just noticing. Okay, next posture, Virabhadrasana, Warrior One. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward bend. Look at your feet, step your right foot straight back. Place your heel on the floor so the back foot is turned out, front knee bent. Inhale, come up, arms come up above. If you can, look up to your hands. Exhale, with strength from the belly, come down. Inhale into your chest to lift up. 2 more times like that. Next time you come up, stay. So here the legs are really strong, connected to the earth. Allow your shoulders to relax. Release any tension from your face and jaw. And on your next exhale, come down. Step your back foot forward. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale to your center. Hands in front of your heart. Take a moment, tuning in. And we repeat on the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward bend. Step your left foot back, heel on the floor. Set up this strong foundation first, and then inhale, come up. Exhale down. 3 more times. Next time you come up, stay and breathe. One more breath. Coming down on your exhale. Step your back foot forward. And inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Taking a moment, noticing the effects of the asana. Just notice how your body feels. Notice any feeling of energy moving or pulsing in your body. Okay, next postures we're going to do with a wide stance, so you can turn on your mat and jump or step your feet apart. And a comfortable distance. We're not looking to do the splits here. And we want to feel nice and stable. Okay, this is a triangle with a twist. Start with your hands together in front of your chest. Inhale, open your arms wide. Strong exhale from the belly. Bring your left hand down by your right foot. And you might just touch the shin. Might not come all the way down. Inhale, come up. Both arms open wide. Exhale to the other side. Feel free to bend the knee that you're twisting toward. You'll still get a nice stretch through the hips. And we're just alternating sides. We don't want any part of the body to be rigid while we do the movement. We want to allow our whole body to adapt to the movement. Okay, next time you're in the twist on the right side, stay and breathe. And if it's too much to keep your arm raised, you could bend your elbow, bring the back of your hand to your lower back. If it's too much to keep your head looking up, you can look down. Okay, next inhale, come up. Exhale to the other side. Find the variation that works for you. You could even find this, you could try this, a little mini vinyasa. So as you inhale, look down. And as you exhale, turn your head to look up. And that might feel good if you've got a stiff neck. Okay, next inhale, come up. And next is a forward bend. On your exhale, come down. Touch your shins or your feet. Inhale, come up. Exhale with strength from the belly. That's going to help support you in the forward bend. And a strong inhale to lift the chest. It's quite a big movement, so we want to make sure it's well supported by the breath. When we breathe and move together, there's an integrity that makes the movement safer. Okay, next time you exhale, stay in the forward bend. You can touch your feet, you could grab your ankles. I like to put my hands below my shoulders.
And on the inhale, really fill my chest, lengthen my spine, stretch my legs. On the exhale, let everything soften down. So the posture is really breathing. And again, my whole body is participating in the breath. Okay, on your next exhale, bring your hands to your waist, soft knees. Inhale strongly to lift your chest up.
Take a moment, let your energy settle down, feel your feet on the ground, and when you're ready, jump or step your feet back together. Okay, now one-legged balancing into tree pose. So feet hips distance apart. Inhale, raise your arms up in front of your body, reach up. Exhale, lift one knee as high as you can. If you can, take the shin, draw the knee in nice and close. And inhale, both feet on the floor, arms raised. Every exhale, alternating legs. So you might just touch the knee. Continue like that. Okay. Next time you lift a knee, we're going to stay. Just take a moment, root down through the standing leg, like actually press into the ground, and then bring your right foot to the inside of your left leg. And it could be anywhere on the inside of the leg, maybe even keeping your toes on the ground for a little support. Okay? And then once you've found your balance, find your roots, maybe the arms come up overhead. And if you want it more active, you could interlace your fingers, press your palms to the sky. Try to keep your gaze steady. Find a spot on the floor in front of you. And when the breath is steady and the gaze is steady, then maybe the mind becomes steady. And if you can't hold this posture for very long, don't worry about it. Just keep coming back to it. Every time you come back to it, you're building more strength, cultivating more balance. Notice if your gaze wanders or your mind wanders, how that creates unsteadiness in the body. Okay, and then next exhale, release the pose. Take a moment with both feet on the ground, and then change sides. Inhale, arms come up in front. Exhale, lift your other knee. Take a moment, find your roots, and then find your own variation of the tree pose. And then maybe the arms come up. Feel free to keep your arms open. maybe bringing them together in a prayer posture. And I love tree pose. It's a beautiful meditation pose or prayer pose because it really helps to focus our attention and our intention. So it really potentializes any prayer we might offer here. So you could even chant here out loud or silently, chanting to the sun. Om Hrim Suryaya Namaha. Chanting to the moon. Soma, 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 So. Okay, and then next exhale, let the pose go. Take a moment, just enjoy having both feet on the ground. Maybe a little gratitude arises. Okay, and then if you're not already, come back to the top of your mat. We're going to transition to downward dog. On your inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, forward bend. Bring your hands to the floor and find your way to downward facing dog. On your inhale, bring your knees down. Lift your chest, lift your gaze, lift your tail as if you still had one. And exhale, draw the belly in, press up into downward facing dog. So the hips press up, the chest drops, armpits open. Continue like that. Inhale, cat arch. Exhale, down dog. Next time you're in down dog, stay and breathe. If downward dog is too strong for you right now because of something going on in your shoulders or wrists, you could try dropping your knees down, keeping your butt in the air, bringing your hands out in front. So the chest is dropping, we're still getting that opening through the armpits, lengthening of the spine, but we're not putting so much weight into the hands. Okay, and then whether you're in the puppy pose or the dog pose, on your exhale, find your way into child pose. And just take a moment here. Let your heart rate come down. Let your breath slow down. And we're going to finish with a couple movements and postures on the back. So transition onto your back. And when you get there, bring your knees in toward your chest. If you need to, you fix your bun so that your head can lie flat on the floor with the back of your neck long. Okay, we'll start with legs in the air. On your inhale, straighten your legs. Arms come overhead right to the floor behind. Exhale, knees to your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Let's help the breath out.
Next inhale, stay with the legs in the air. It's okay if they start shaking, just let them shake. Maybe there's just an opportunity for energy to flow through the legs for the first time in a while. And on your next exhale, bring your knees in and give yourself a little squeeze. Next, we'll do the bridge. Bring your feet to the floor about hips distance apart. Shoulder blades flat on the ground. And when you're ready, press through your feet. Inhale, lift your hips up. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, lower down. Next time you inhale, come up and stay in the bridge. Try to balance the weight between your feet and your shoulders. Try squeezing your butt or keeping it relaxed and notice the difference. What feels better? What feels more supportive? And okay, next exhale, come down. Bring your knees in. And you could come into happy baby for a little while. Take your feet or the backs of your thighs. Just let yourself rock side to side in whatever way feels good. All right, and let's finish with a really simple movement that I really like for the hips. So bring the soles of your feet together with your knees bent so they're open, like I think of them as butterfly wings. Bring your hands to your lower belly below your navel. We're going to do a really simple movement here with the breath. So take an inhale, and on your exhale, engage your lower belly, bring your knees together. On your inhale, let your knees open. Do that with control, nice and slow. Exhale, knees come together. So it's just like when a butterfly is sitting in the sun, slowly fanning their wings. Feel free to let this get as slow as your breath wants to be. On your next exhale, bring your knees together and then bring them in toward your chest. Give yourself a hug. If it's comfortable, bring your forehead toward your knees. Send some love and gratitude through your whole body. And then you might just spend some time resting in stillness, legs stretched out on the floor, or having your knees bent, feet on the ground. Or maybe you sit up and do your meditation or breathing practice. Take a moment, tune in, and just see what feels best. And as I leave you to rest or contemplate, sending you gratitude for showing up, giving this practice a try. And I'd love to hear from you. Let me know how the practice went for you. Let me know if you have any questions. And we'll see you soon.